Maplesville slows it down a little bit. They're checking their armbands. They've gone back to an armband system. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Jurgens, your quarterback. Here's the snap, handing it off again to McCary. Breaks a tackle, line of scrimmage, crosses the 30, down the 29. It'll be a gain of 5. It'll bring up a manageable 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, just a great job. Good positive play there on 2nd down. You're inside the 30 here, so if you're Coach Abbott, you're probably thinking 2-down territory. So you get half of it, give a chance. Now you got 2 plays to get 5 yards here.
9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Maplesville's had it since the start and driving. 3rd down and 5 from the 29-yard line. Heavy formation set to the right, 1 receiver far sideline. Back comes in motion, that's Hubbard. Here's the snap, handoff to McCary up the middle. Lots of room, crosses the 25. Check that. It was a fake handoff. It was number 17, Jediah Works. Jediah Works with a touchdown. Wow. It was Jediah Works, not McCary, gets the handoff. They slid him in there on me, Van. I thought I was paying attention, but Works takes it in all the way into the end zone, 29 yards for the touchdown. Here's the snap. The kick from Harrison is up, and it is good. 8:42 to play in the first quarter. The kick is good. 7-0, your score. Red Devils with the lead. We'll keep it right here. What did we just see on that first drive, Van?
Well, you saw Maplesville that had a great game plan. They came out, they executed. They only missed on 1 play. I think it was in the calls early to get Jediah in there. We saw Nehemiah with a good hard 2nd down run to get him halfway, and Jediah comes in. They run nothing special with him. They motion Hubbard out to bounce the linebacker out, and they run a power scheme, and he does a good job. Gets the 1st down, but cuts back to the pursuit and was able to outrun the Fyffe defense to the end zone.
It is Ryder Gibson back deep. He was the leading kick returner for the team last year for Fyffe. Harrison steps out to kick off for Maplesville. Brennan Harrison was the kicker last year. He's a junior.
For Maplesville.
Harrison's kick is in the air. Pooch kick lands at the 44-yard line. Taken by an up back. That's number 2, Hunter Latham. He'll just bend over the football there and kneel it down. It'll be 1st down, 10 yards to go for Fyffe. 8:39 to play in the first quarter. Their first chance on offense this evening. They'll scrimmage it from the 35. Let's go to the Larry Puckett drive somewhere to Wesley Holsenbach.
Yeah, Jason, 6 plays, 68 yards, 3 minutes, 10 seconds, ending in a touchdown for the Maplesville Red Devils.
That's the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. Here's the snap. Looks like Maplesville might have jumped early, no flag. There's the handoff, the speed of the Maplesville Red Devils. Great push at the line of scrimmage. It may be about a loss of 1 as
Gibson with a tackle.
Gibson, check that number.
Correction with the carry. Luke Gray made the tackle.
Luke Gray with the tackle.
Play failed again. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 yards to go from the 35. The quarterback is Doss. Gibson is the running back. Illegal formation, illegal shift by Fyffe. The flag comes in. They'll mark that penalty 5 yards.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call Maplesville for offsides.
Wow.
Because everybody shifted at the same time, so it's not a legal shift.
So 2nd down and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Again, we talked about how they were going to have to be patient on offense. That one got me too. But that will be the trick in matching this offense tonight will be the defense being patient, not buying in, as you said earlier, the eye candy.
Right.
Yeah. 2nd down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Heavy formation, a variation of the wing tee. Here's the snap, handed off to Cooper. He's going to be hauled down in the backfield. Looks to be for a loss of one. Check that, Gibson. They're going to spot him back at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 from the 40.
Yeah, great job. You're seeing Maplesville's defensive line doing a great job of, I'm not going to say penetration, but handling their blockers, handling their double teams. And the 2 plays that they have ran so far, the inside linebackers look great, makes tackle on first down, and then right there, Eli Hubbard, the other inside backer, was able to make the tackle. And it's key to the defensive front, keeping those offensive linemen off of them.
Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw. Throws incomplete across the middle. A pair of defenders there for Maplesville to knock that one away, including Roman Hall. Going to bring up 4th down and 5. And the punt team comes on for Fyffe.
A great job. We talked about the secondary needing to trust their keys and read their keys. And Roman Hall right there at the last second reads pass, flips his hips. And obviously he's been told all week to find the crosser, and he was able to find that tight end crossing and able to get in his way and affect his ability to catch that football.
Doss, the punter. Here's the snap. He gets the kickoff. Low line driver will bounce at the 35 and roll. Ball is picked up at the 20. Looking for a block. Gets one on the near side. And that was number 12 for Maplesville. Drayden Brown. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Roman Hall for a blindside block. It was weak. He was going to try to knock the kid's helmet off, but at the last second, kind of turned his shoulder. But still, official had already saw it coming and he dropped the flag. That'll be a 15-yard penalty right there. I thought Rencher did it, or who was that punt returner right there? Brown. Was that
Drayden Brown? Yeah,
I thought Drayden Brown did a great job of fielding that punt, because if he would have let it roll, it would have rolled further, probably inside the 10. And so good job of filling it. Good job of getting a return. But Roman Hall just a little too excited to be back on the field right there, and causes Maplesville to get a penalty.
1st down and 10 from the 12. It was half the distance to the goal penalty. Jurgen is your quarterback. Eli Hubbard split wide to the left. Clark split wide to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Believe that again is McCary across the 15-yard line up to the 16. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, and we're seeing Maplesville now running away from the tight end, trying to catch Fyffe and slanting to the strength. And right there, they bring Eli in motion, kind of orbit motion behind the quarterback and running back, and they run power to the same side that Nehemiah's on. So just trying to guess which way this Fyffe defensive line is slanting and moving, and it's a game of chess at this moment.
3 receivers to the far side. Handoff again up the middle. That's McCary. Runs over a defender at the 20. Crosses the 25 onto the 27-yard line. 1st down, Red Devils.
Yeah, we're about to get a heat timeout, but that's just a great run. Similar play right there. They got numbers right there to the boundary, and they're getting a good kick block, a wrap, and Nehemiah, there's one-on-one, and he's doing a great job of breaking the tackle, and right there results in a 1st down.
Timeout on the field. It's a heat timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the high school football game of the week.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Folks, don't forget, we'll be drawing for the Papa John's Pizza for up to 10 people at halftime of tonight's game. We're still waiting on TV to come back. When they do, first down, 10 yards to go for Maplesville at their own 28-yard line. What we have seen is a very diverse set of plays. If they're going on a script, I think right now Brad Abbott needs to hug the neck to whoever put the play script together.
Yeah, most definitely. They're doing a great job, and they're showing a lot of formations, but they're running two to three plays right now, and just throwing different formations. And Fyffe is having trouble. They're not really having trouble. They're seeing it, but the Fyffe's problem right now is they can't bring down the big running backs for Maplesville.
First and 10 at the 27.
First down, 10 yards to go from the 27-yard line. Maplesville comes out with two receivers set to the near side. McCary in the backfield. We were talking there at the break, Van. It's hard from here to tell the difference between McCary and Jediah Works. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. Crosses the 27 up to the 29. McCary with a gain of 2 brings up second down and 8.
Just a hard run right there, and I think they're right now they're trying to figure out. I think they're still on the script because this would be about play 15, and that's normally what you do, 13 to 15 play script to start the game. So after these next few plays, you're really going to see where Coach Little sees where he can make a play and get this offense rolling.
Receiver split both ways. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Jurgen looking, throwing it in the slot to number 3, Eli Hubbard. He's got it and is brought down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. First down, 10 yards to go for Maplesville. Just mixing in the pass. Simple route there.
Simple route. You had the tight end running the cross, holding the eyes of the safety, and you have Eli and Mitchell running just a little high-low route with Mitchell in the flat. Eli does a great job of finding grass and sitting, and Pierce does a great job of finding him and putting it on the numbers for him.
Roman Hall in the backfield now for Maplesville. Here's the snap. Handoff to Hall. No. Rollout pass thrown by Jurgen. Probably didn't need to throw that one. Batted away just off the hands of the Maplesville receiver. That'll bring up third down and 8.
Yeah, you had Rencher and you had Mitchell in the same spot right there. The outside linebacker did a good job of redirecting Mitchell, and it put him right there and Rencher did a good job of sitting in grass, and you had Eli running the corner off. So a great read by Pierce, but just that just a little bit redirect by that outside linebacker put Mitchell in the way of Rencher's route.
Second and 10 from the 38-yard line. 3 receivers set far side, 1 to the near. Jurgen at quarterback of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He'll roll out to his right. He's looking. Got time. Now he'll pull it down and run it, and he'll pick up a yard. It'll bring up third down and 9.
Jurgen, the ball carrier.
Fyffe doing a very good job that time in pass coverage. Everybody was covered up.
Yeah, they did a great job. You saw Maplesville that they love to roll. They love to do the high-low with a corner with about a 10-yard out and a flat receiver, and Fyffe does a great job right there in coverage. Pierce does a great job of taking care of the ball and trying to get what he can get.
They'll have a 3 receiver set to the near side, to the wide side of the field. Rencher goes far side, outside the numbers on the far sideline. Here's the snap. They keep McCary in to pass. Jurgen will pull it down and run it. He's got some room. Crosses the 50. Out of bounds at the 45. Call it the 44-yard line. He made a fantastic decision there. The entire defense just washed toward the wide side of the field, and he took advantage of the short side of the field and great blocking.
Yeah, excellent job there. Seeing that there was nothing there, bring it down. He had to beat the spy, and he was able to use his speed to get around the corner and get a first down.
Inside 5 territory, first down, 10 yards to go from the 5:44. Maplesville driving the football once again. This drive started at their own 12. Two receivers near side, heavy formation set to the right side of the Maplesville offensive front. Here's the handoff to Works, up the middle, breaks a tackle, crosses the 40, down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's just it's an inside zone play, and what that is they're zone blocking up front, but it allows the running back, if he's patient, to pick the gap that opens up. And good patience right there by Works. Good hard run. Good job up front of moving some bodies and making the hole for him.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd down and 2 yards to go. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. They need the 34 for the first down. True spread formation now. 2 wideout split both ways. We've got a timeout called on the field. Called by Maplesville. They didn't like what they saw. 2:56 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Maplesville, with Maplesville driving on Fyffe. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to the high school football game of the week live from the historic Crampton Bowl. It's the AHSAA Kickoff Classic. Back with more in a moment.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Come on back. Jones Feed and Seed in Clanton, Alabama has been a vital part of the Clanton community for almost 50 years. Family owned and operated, offering an extensive selection of high-quality products. Whether you're a farmer seeking the best feed for your livestock, a gardener looking for the right seeds, or someone simply wanting to enhance your home and garden, Jones Feed and Seed is ready to assist you with expertise and a friendly smile. Come visit us today, Jones Feed and Seed in downtown Clanton. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. 2nd down, 2 yards to go from the 36-yard line. Back comes in motion out of the backfield. Here's a handoff on the end around. That's going to be Mitchell. Mitchell's got it. He cuts across the 35. He's down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play and a first down for Maplesville.
Yeah, that was a neat little play right there. You use your big backs to pull the eyes, and you hand it back to your H-back coming back underneath, kind of like a little wing-back trap right there, and good play call to get the first down.
A quad set now, tied against the line of scrimmage, set to the near side. Jurgen under center. Here's the snap, pitch out wide to the right-hand side. This is going to be Works. Works crosses the 25, goes out of bounds at the 22, call it the 21-yard line. It's going to be another first down for Maplesville.
Something we hadn't seen Maplesville do in a long time, and that's Jurgen goes under center right there. They had the attached tight end with a trip bunch, and they turn and toss to Works, and it's kind of student body right there. Good blocking on the edge, and Works with a good hard run.
Coming back out in the pistol formation, they'll send 2 receivers to the far side. Now they'll adjust the running back. He'll step up, move to the left. Now he'll relocate. That's Nehemiah McCary in the backfield. We've got timeout on the field. Now this is frustrating for Maplesville. They've called two timeouts in the first quarter. 2:18 to play in the first quarter. Let's hold it here for a moment. I'd like to talk about Central Self Storage for a moment. They have facilities all over Chilton County and climate-controlled facilities as well, not just some place to dump your stuff. This is a place where if you're making a move, you just need some extra storage maybe for your business. Go by and see the folks at Central Self Storage. Locations throughout Chilton County, the flagship location in Clanton. They have various sizes of storage units at this point. So whether you need a 10 by 10, a 10 by 15, or a 10 by 20, they've got what you're looking for. I can speak firsthand to the quality of the services they provide. I've used them on a couple of different occasions. They've always been right there and met our needs. Our good friend Mike Baker hitting the press box tonight. Looks good in his Alabama High School Athletic Association gear. Looks kind of like Captain America. All he needs is a bad 70s van and a motorcycle with a shield on it. He could be Captain America. He's Captain Coca-Cola. How about that? And I'm disappointed you're not dressed like the polar bear tonight.
1st and 10.
Heavy formation set to the right side. Here's the snap. Handoff to Jediah Works. Crosses to the 20. It'll be a short gain of about a yard, bring up 2nd down and 9. And at this point, Fyffe is gang tackling. The left side of their defensive front comes up to make the tackle. There are 2 or 3 guys around the football all the time. A lot of times, though, it's just a lot way down the field because of the blocks.
Yeah, they've gotten to where they figured out they got to gang tackle these big running backs in Maplesville.
2 receiver set, far side. Juergen's got it. He'll roll out to his left. He's looking. There's a throw into the flat just outside, out the fingertips of the outstretched hands of the receiver, Mitchell. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. And at this point, you are in field goal range for Brendan Harrison.
You're close. I think they need to get to the 15 to give him the ball. In warm-ups, he was hitting from about 21, 22. That's where the ball's placed. So you need 3 or 4 more yards, and you are in position. But I think as much success that Maplesville's had tonight, this could easily be 2-down territory as well.
Juergen drops back with an empty set. Back comes in motion. That's McCary. He looks. He'll fire over the middle. Receivers wide open. Kobe Mitchell. Touchdown. Red Devils.
Touchdown.
21-yard touchdown pass. Juergen to Mitchell, and the Red Devils have established a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that's another great play call. You bring McCary in motion, you fake it, you get eyes on him. Pierce does a great job of looking off the middle field safety. They're running country 3 right there, and Mitchell just run up the seam. There was nobody. Pierce puts it on the numbers, and a touchdown right there.
The extra point by Brendan Harrison is up and good with 1 minute and 34 seconds to play in the first quarter. Maplesville 14, Fyffe 0. Let's go to Wesley Holzenbach for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
Yeah, Jason, 13 plays, 88 yards in 11 minutes and 54 seconds.
That will suck the life out of a defense, folks.
Especially a defense that's turning around, and a lot of those guys are having to play offense as well.
And at this point, we've seen 3 running backs already in the backfield for Maplesville, and every one of them is playing a different role. Works is playing great. McCary's playing great, but Mitchell is being extremely effective in the passing game, as is Eli Hubbard. So a lot of different weapons being used right now.
Yeah, kudos to Coach Little, doing a great job of spreading the ball around, spreading the love around, getting his playmakers involved early and often. And if you get them a few touches, you tend to get them to play a little bit harder for you when they don't have the ball. So just a good teamwork and good game plan right there.
Harrison again with a short kick. That one's going to land about the 27-yard line. Taken by an up back and plowed under by a Maplesville defender. That's Rencher, number 8, knocking down number 3, Doss, the quarterback, after taking the short kick.
First down at the 27.
Yeah, Doss is probably wishing that second line guy would have took one step back and caught it, and not allow him to catch that on the bounce, because Rencher was he was hightailing it down there.
Well, I'm telling you, the NIL deal for Rencher is going to be a good one from Yellowwood, because he's bringing the lumber tonight. Here is Fyffe coming out. Again, the wing formation, handing it off to the 20, Ryder. Ryder Gibson carries it across the 30.
Gibson with a carry.
Up to the 33. Ryder Gibson carries it across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. It'll gain of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 4. It was Drayden Brown coming up to make the tackle. Same formation. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Quarterback rolls out. That's Doss. Looking to throw downfield. Overthrown. Nearly intercepted.
Pass incomplete.
Just off the hands. Is that Luke Gray? I believe it was Luke Gray.
I think it was Cade Smith.
Check that. That was Cade Smith. Knocking that one away very nearly an interception. Had a lot of green grass here on the turf. Crabtree ball ahead of him if he'd made that play.
And you're seeing Maplesville's defense really locked in right now, really frustrating this Fyffe offense. We've seen Fyffe throw it twice, and they normally average it 3 times. We've seen them throw it twice in the first quarter, so they're really having to reach into their bag of tricks to loosen up this box so they're able to run in between the tackles.
Tight formation, back comes in motion out of the backfield. Doss fakes it. He'll fall across the 35-yard line. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. It'll bring up third down. It was Hubbard on the tackle. Check that. 4th down now at a long 1. We'll call it 4th down and 2 yards to go. And Fyffe will come out and go for it unless we see a quick kick here from Doss. Heavy formation set to the left-hand side. They shift out of it now. Doss drops back to the 27. Here's the snap. He will get a running start, kick this one away, keeps it away from the athletes from Maplesville. He gets this phenomenal roll, folks. This ball will fall dead at the 1-yard line, and there's a flag on the play. No, is that his spot?
No,
it's 2 flags on the play.
Yeah.
There was no
There is a marker
Maplesville
down.
player in the general vicinity, was it?
Brown was down there. He was trying to keep the Fyffe defender from getting down there and kneeling the ball because it looked like the ball might have been rolling into the end zone. And so he was trying to keep the Fyffe player away from kneeling it so maybe it would roll into the end zone and they could get it at the 20. But I think they're going to call him for a blindside hit, and which it don't really matter. If they nailed it at the 1,
It's at the 1. Yeah.
it's at the 1. I mean, what's half distance? I mean, see, what are we looking at?
The 18-inch line.
18-inch line. So either way, Pierce was going to be taking the snap in the end zone.
Well, we have reached the end of the first quarter. 12 minutes reset on the clock. We'll take a quick break with them. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to Maplesville Fyffe with the Red Devils of Maplesville leading 14-0.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Today, he's talking about today, y'all stayed down here.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. With Mike Baker, we're talking, what did we do? Did we go back to Clanton after the morning show, or did we stay down here? We stayed down here. Bates got a little side hustle. He was down trying to work up some extra cash. That was no bueno, by the way. No bueno. Quarter stats coming into the press box now. Again, the AHSAA doing a phenomenal job. We'll take a quick look while we have a moment at these stats. For rushing for Fyffe, Ryder Gibson, 3 rushes for 6 yards. Maddox Doss, 1 for 3. Passing, 0 for 2. Maplesville, Jediah Works, 3 rushes, 48 yards and a touchdown. Nehemiah McCary, 7 rushes, 34 yards. Pierce Jurgen, 2 for 18. Colby Mitchell, 1 for 4. The number that gets your attention, Pierce Jurgen, 4 for 6, 52 yards and a touchdown. Colby Mitchell with 3 receptions for 37 yards and a score. Eli Hubbard with 2 receptions, so he's splitting it between Mitchell and Hubbard. Ethan Rencher had a chance at one. He was targeted, but did not score. Give us some team numbers, Van.
Total passing right now, Maplesville has 52 yards. Receiving tackles, you have Luke Gray with 2, K. Smith with 1, Drayden Brown with 1, and Eli Hubbard with 1.
Maplesville comes out in the shadow of their own goalpost at this point. We'll scrimmage it from inside the 1-yard line. Going with a heavy formation, however, 2 receivers split near side. McCary, the big back, in the backfield behind Jurgen, who's in the pistol formation. Jurgen standing at the base of the N in Montgomery. Script in the end zone. Crampton Bowl, the old lady of Montgomery, I'm telling you, is a beautiful facility. They put so much work into it. A great place to watch a football game, great place to call a football game as well. First down, 10 yards to go from inside the 1. Here's the snap. McCary has it. He's across the 1 out to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and it'll bring up second down and 8 yards to go from there.
Yeah, Maplesville's just trying to run a lead there and get off the goal line. And McCary, good hard run, fall forward, give him a little bit more room to work with right here on second down.
Godwin on the stop for Fyffe. Again, second down and 8 yards to go from the 3. Same formation. Here's the snap. Hand it off again. No, Jurgen's got it. He's going to roll out looking for some help. Doesn't need it. Dodges a defender. Gets out across the 10. 11, 12 out of bounds at the 13-yard line. First down, Maplesville. Run out of bounds by Fyffe's number 15, Logan Hutcherson. There's a flag down on the play. Van, did you see? Is it holding?
I'm not sure if it's holding or if they might have got Pierce a little late because he stepped out.
And they did bump him.
And they kind of rode him down to the ground. So let's see what the Whitecap's going to call.
Still standing on the 13-yard line. He's facing the north end zone, so I assume it's going to be against Fyffe. And a troublesome problem for Maplesville. Now they're out of that danger zone, so to speak. That's a 15-yard penalty. That'll give them outstanding field position up at the 28-yard line. So regular field position now for Maplesville. First down and 10 yards to go from the 28. My wife, Kristen, and little boy, Wyatt, father-in-law, listening to the game tonight back home in Thorsby. We appreciate you doing that so much and sharing me with Van Clements and Wesley Holsomback. I'm sure they're very thankful, too. Ball is on the ground, a botched snap. Fyffe is wrestling for it. They think they've got it. Let's see. And yes, they do. That turnover, the first of the ball game for Maplesville, just a bad exchange on the handoff. I'm not really sure what happened, but the ball came loose.
I think they brought Hubbard in motion, and as he was coming in motion, I think the snap was early, and it hit him on the leg as he was coming through. Pierce was really the only offensive player that recognized it, and he just wasn't able to get
Couldn't get to it.
Couldn't get it back.
Fyffe, first down and 10 yards to go. We'll give you a scoreboard update in just a moment. Here's the snap from the 28. Quarterback's going to keep it. That's Doss. Doss across the 25 down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Check that. That was Parker with number 3, Eli Hubbard, coming on to make the tackle.
Second and 5.
Second down to 5 yards to go. Moving quickly now is Fyffe. Here's the snap. Direct snap to the running back. He's going to be hemmed in at the 20 and pushed backwards. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play. It'll leave, check it, a gain of 3. It'll bring up third down and 2. It was Cade Smith coming up to make the tackle on Gibson.
Third down and 2 at the 19.
Third and 2 from the 19-yard line. Public address announcer is easily audible here. St. Clair County leading Jemison 21-7. Verbena 6, Holy Spirit 6. Fyffe, Auguste trailing Maplesville 14-0. Here's a snap, handoff. It's number 25 for Fyffe. Brought down for a loss on the play in the backfield. Jediah Works from his defensive end position comes up to make the play.
Play game, Lou. Play
Yeah,
lost 2 yards.
great job by Jedi, not getting caught up in
4th and
everything.
4.
Five trying to run their little double handoff wingback, reverse trap, and he stayed on his keys, and he almost took the handoff. And great job right there, stopping that 3rd and short play.
4th down and 4 after the loss of 2. 2 wideouts to the left. Here's the snap. Quarterback Doss rolls out looking for some help, not finding it. He's going to throw it. Receiver open, misses it. He's wide open at the 10-yard line. The ball was just high. Off-balance throw and thrown behind and over the head of the receiver. The receiver still made a great effort to get there. Hutcherson could not bring it in. Turnover on downs. Maplesville dodges a bullet. They'll get the football back now. 1st down and 10, and they're moving quickly. 1st down and 10 yards to go from the 21.
Yeah, great job by Maplesville's defense. They did a great job covering the initial route, and as the quarterback extended the play, it kind of put Eli Hubbard in a little window. Do I stay in coverage, or are you going to run? And he came up and was able to put just enough pressure on him to cause a bad throw. And a turnover and downs as a result for the Red Devils.
Thank you, Number One Restoration, for the scoreboard update. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. That's Works. Works will cross the 22, 23-yard line. He'll be near the 25. We'll say the 24. It's a gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Not doing anything fancy here. They're just using those big backs, leaning into them.
Yep, doing and getting enough out of that front 5, and Von Woods in there as the tight end is doing a great job of creating enough space for these running backs to get the yardage that they're getting right now.
Here's the snap. Maplesville looking. Quick throw into the flat. That's to number 9, Richer. Check that. That's Ty Bailey with a reception. Those kids look so much alike. Ty Bailey with a reception. That's going to be a 1st down for Maplesville up to the 32-yard line. 1st down and 10 yards to go from the 32.
You see Maplesville right now taking a little time to Clark's in the game, very explosive, taking this time to kind of rest those guys that play both ways on offense.
If they look to the receiver in the slot far side, there is nobody on him. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. This is Works again, dancing around. He's got a little wiggle, much more than they thought. Crosses the 35, 36 to the 37-yard line.
Works with the carry.
That'll bring up a 3rd down for Maplesville.
Bryson Green made the tackle.
Check it, that's going to be 2nd down.
4 yards, 2nd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Great job by Works right there. They try to run power to the tight end, to the wide side, and Fyffe kind of had it sniffed out. Works is real patient, was able to cut back across the grain and gain that 4 yards right there. So just a good run by him, and these big backs are giving Fyffe some fits.
7 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Here's a handoff up the middle. Again, big back going right into the middle of the defense. Works again with the carry. Picks up 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Very, very manageable 3rd and 5. You're at the right at the 6-minute mark. If you're Coach Little, Maplesville, you want to take care of the football right here, but also give yourself a chance to get this 1st down.
Here's the snap. Jurgen rolls out. No pressure. He's got time. Now pressure comes. Cuts it up the middle. Crosses the 45. Needs the 42-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short. That'll be 4th down.
Yeah, I think Pierce had Hubbard up the seam and wanted to get it to him, but he just wasn't able to get it to him with the pressure. So great job of tucking it and putting himself in a short yardage situation.
We have Nehemiah McCary and Works in the backfield at the same time. This is what the Red Devils call the bully formation. We've got timeout on the field, timeout taken by Coach Benefield with Fyffe. We'll take it with him. When we'll come back, we'll just talk about the confusion that just created. You're listening to the Alabama High School Athletic Association Kickoff Classic live from Crampton Bowl, Maplesville 14, Fyffe 0.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family.
And welcome back. The Maplesville formation that we just saw, they call the bully formation. You put your two big backs, take a direct snap to the running back can run it or hand it off. They've got 3 or 4 plays if they're running out of that right now. In practice, that's what we just saw there for Maplesville. When Coach Benefield saw that, the defensive coordinator for Fyffe saw that. Wait a minute, we've not seen this before. That was brand new.
Yeah, Coach, we're not prepared for those 2 studs in the backfield. Let's take one of our timeouts and make sure that we're lined up right and gives ourselves the opportunity to attempt to stop these 2 horses right here in the backfield.
4th and 1.
Again, same formation, 4th down and 1. Heavy set to the right-hand side, the far side of the formation. Here's the snap. This is Works. Works puts its head down, and he will get the first down. They're spotting it just past. All they needed was 1. They fought for it and got it. A gain of about 1.5 yards. It'll be first down for Maplesville.
First down, Maplesville.
You saw Michael G come in on that, another big body.
That's like a Democratic budget right there. Lots of pork. I don't know. Sometimes stuff just comes out. It's completely unmitigated and unfiltered. That may have been one of those times. First down, 10 yards to go from the 42-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff. Jurgens rolling out looking. He's got a player in the flat. He'll throw it. He had a receiver, Mitchell, near sideline, wide open. He chose to go to the seam, to the hash mark in the middle of the field, looking for, I believe it was Rencher. He was double covered.
Right.
Just made a bad decision there. Cleaned that up. It could have been a big play. We have that vantage point, of course. Could have been a big play as it is. Second down, 10 yards to go. 3 receivers set to the near side, 1 far side. We're scrimmaging for the 42-yard line of Maplesville. 2nd and 10. Jurgen rolls out again, rolling away from pressure, looking, pressure coming. He'll get rid of it, throws it out of bounds. It does cross the line of scrimmage. He had a receiver in the general vicinity, brings up 3rd and long. This is not what Maplesville wants to do here.
No, I think they missed their opportunity when they missed Mitchell out in the flats on first down. Now they got to get back. It puts them in a little tough situation, not necessarily behind the sticks, but right at the sticks for 10 yards. And 3rd and 10 is tough. You'd much rather have, they're much more successful in that 3rd to 3, 3rd to 4 range.
3rd down and 10 yards to go. Timeout on the field. The final timeout for Maplesville taken with 5 minutes and 8 seconds in the second quarter. We'll take it with them when we come back. Hopefully the rest of the first half. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week live from Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. Maplesville leads 14-0. Back with more in a moment.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Welcome back. 3rd down and 10, Van. What do you do here?
I think you keep Pierce in the pocket. We hadn't had a lot of success here lately with him outside, so keep him in the pocket. Maybe cut the field in half, easy read, take what the defense is and get rid of it.
Here's the snap. That's exactly what happens. He stops, he plants, he's throwing it deep. He's got a receiver there. That's Clark. Clark's got it. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown Red Devils. There's a flag in the backfield.
Maplesville, there is a marker on the play.
They're calling holding.
It's flags right there.
Yeah.
That's a great play call. We mentioned about Clark's explosiveness. We saw just a little bit of it last year, and he was a single receiver near to us. And max protection for Pierce. He drops back, looks the safety off, throws a pretty ball.
Face mask. It was a face mask penalty.
Face
I
mask.
guess illegal hands to the face.
Yeah.
Called it 15-yard penalty. This becomes
After the penalty,
problematic.
3rd
3rd and 25 now from the 27-yard line. You got one of those in your playbook, Van. Flip it, run the same play to the opposite side of the field.
This is when you run your tunnel screens, you draw, take your medicine, and try to flip the field with your punt team.
3rd down rather, and 25 to go from the 27-yard line. We've got whistles on the field. And another timeout. Is this one taken by? What are we doing here?
I think they. Too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field. Well, you get 5. Now you make it a very manageable 3rd and 20.
There you go.
I really go right back to the. I think I go back to the same play. I just got to be honest with you. Here's the snap. Jurgen drops back. Pressure coming up the middle. It's a screen pass right in the middle of the field. That's McCary. McCary's up to the 50. Crosses the 50. 45. 1st down, Maplesville. And there is a flag on the play.
He might have got past the line of scrimmage. Running that screen, he's got to do a better job of staying behind the line of scrimmage because the linemen are releasing
down the field
and going downfield.
Sure. That's
so
right.
if he's across the line of scrimmage when he catches it, he becomes an ineligible receiver, and it becomes lineman downfield. So good if that's the call, it's a good catch by the official. But they're going to wave it off.
It's not waved off. They had a discussion. Now give the officials credit. That's a good crew when they'll have that talk.
And so they must have came to the conclusion that he stayed behind the line of scrimmage right there. So great play call by Coach Little of coming back 3rd and 20 and throwing a little middle screen to McCary. And great job by those big boys getting downfield and throwing some blocks to get him the 1st down.
A gain of 23 yards to McCary. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Works in the backfield now. Inside 5 territory at the 45. Here's the snap. Handoff to Works. Makes a cut. Crosses the 45. Down to the 44. Brings up 2nd down and 9, and the clock is rolling. 4:20 to play in the 1st half.
The clock now becomes Maplesville's friend here. Fyffe gets the ball to start the 2nd half. So if you're Maplesville, if you can drain this thing down, punch it in, get you 7 more, and then leave them with very little time, it really helps you. And they're not able to double dip you at the end of the half and at the start of the half.
Mitchell relocates left to right along the offensive front. Jurgen rolls out, looking to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Hubbard. He's got it down to the 33-yard line. Should be another 1st down for Maplesville. Indeed it is. He needed 9. He got 11. 1st down, 10 yards to go from the 33.
That's a good ball by Pierce. He had to drop it down a little bit with the pressure and was able to put it right on the numbers to Eli. And Eli did a great job of sitting and finding grass. And just an overall good play right there by those 2 gentlemen and the guys up front giving him protection.
1st down and 10 from the 33. Mitchell in motion. Looking. Here's the handoff. That's McCary. Check that. It's Roman Hall. Roman Hall with the carry down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 3, brings up second down and 3.
Yeah, and right now, what you're seeing this motion stuff. You've had Mitchell had success in the passing game, so when he bounces and he moves, it's taking those eyes away from those running backs, and it's just a great job, great game planning by Justin Little right now.
2nd and 7, quick throw. That's Hubbard. Hubbard crosses the 25 down to the 22-yard line. And that should be, depending on the spot, another first down for Maplesville. Indeed it is. He needed 9, got 9.5. 2 minutes and 34 seconds, 33 and rolling. First down for the Red Devils of Maplesville at the 22-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls out. He's got time. Throwing it into the corner of the end zone. Defenders there. Receivers there. They'll play a little soft toss there, like in volleyball. That one bounces away. Brings up second down and 10 from the 22.
And Pierce is getting a little. He's getting a little big-eyed right there. They ran that play 2 or 3 times here lately, and Mitchell's been open on that arrow route out there in the flats, and he's seeing the end zone. He needs to get back to taking what the defense is giving him, and just giving it to Mitchell right there.
2nd down and 10. Here's the pitch out wide. Running back cuts back inside. I believe that was Works again, out across the 20. He's down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play brings up 3rd down and 6.
And we've seen that a couple of times. It's a turn and toss. They have the tight formation and trying to get a hat on a hat outside. A little student body left is what I'd like to call it. And Works does a good job of finding the gap and just sticking his foot in the ground and getting what he can get.
3rd down and 7. Jurgen rolls out, gets a good block. There's a toss over into the corner. Defensive back comes over for Fyffe and knocks that one away.
That's broken up by Latham. 4th down.
Yeah, Pierce trying to get it to Rencher right there on a little deep out, and Latham does a great job laying out and getting a hand on the football right there.
4th down and long. 4th down and 7 or 8.
If you're Maplesville right here, you got man. You're looking at cover 0, man free. I would look for Eli Hubbard in the false start.
Flag on the play. You're right. That's going to be a false start. We'll back that one up 5 yards. Just got a message from somebody watching the Jemison game. They can hear our voices in the stadium at Jemison. So folks listening to this one while watching the Jemison game live. Folks, if you're doing that, can I just tell you, that blesses our heart. We appreciate you so much from doing that. This is an outstanding football game. I hope yours is as well. Last score we had was 21-7. If there's some updates, feel free to message us there on Facebook. Make any kind of post that you'd like just to update us. And we'll give you the #1 restoration score update. Here's the snap. Jurgen drops back, looking. He's got time. Pressure coming. He's got to run up the middle. He'll be knocked down at the 25-yard line on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs with 1:10 to go in the quarter. Bryson Green on the tackle of Pierce Jurgen. And first down for Fyffe at the 25.
Downs to Fyffe. 1st and 10. 25.
Wesley was just showing me that it was a 15-play drive that Maplesville had put together. And kind of squandered that opportunity away right there. Kind of might possibly got away from what they'd been doing successfully, but you live and you learn.
Here's Doss on the keeper. Backside penetration by Maplesville. They're going to drop him in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. That's Eli Hubbard on the tackle.
The backside pressure came from Luke Gray. Those two inside linebackers are playing really well right now. But it goes back to those outside linebackers that walked up and those 3 guys in the center. They're playing really good and keeping those offensive linemen off those inside backers and allowing them to run free.
39 seconds to play in the first half. Doss gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Gibson, Ryder Gibson. It was number 33, Mike G with a tackle. Loss of 2 on the play. 2 consecutive tackles for loss by the Red Devils. We've got 14 seconds to go, and I believe they're going to let this wind down and just head to the locker room to lick their wounds. And there are indeed some lickable wounds going on for Fyffe right now. Folks, it's 14-0 at halftime. Maplesville led the lead. When we come back, a couple of interviews. Gentlemen from the Alabama High School Athletic Association will be in first, and then Mike Baker with Montgomery Coca-Cola will join us as well. You're listening to the Alabama High School Athletic Association Kickoff Classic, featuring the Maplesville Red Devils leading 14 over Fyffe 0. Back with more right after this.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located in 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Montgomery at the Old Gray Lady at the Crampton Bowl for the Alabama High School Athletic Association Kickoff Classic. Guest with us is Coach Caleb Ross, who is the assistant director, and he's over football for the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Coach, we appreciate you coming in. Just give us a little idea of what your role is with the association and how you help with this Kickoff Classic.
Yeah, sure. Appreciate y'all guys having me on. And I hadn't heard the Old Gray Lady. They used to call that Legion Field too, didn't they? But,
yeah, I might have been wrong, but
it all works. I used to tell my son we'd come up here and say, I used to play on this field, but there was grass. They didn't have the big building there in the end zone. So anyway, many a sweat, blood, and tears on this field, playing and coaching. But so I'm assistant director with the Alabama High School Athletic Association. I'm over the sport of football, and so really, man, our role. All of assistant directors, somebody asked me this morning, what would be like the way you describe what the association is? And I said, well, we obviously promote and govern high school athletics. And, and those both are equal. I mean, the side we want to promote, we're always trying to, improve the game. We want to make the experience great. And also, there's got to be some type of governance to make sure there's fair play, things like that. So, specifically with this game, is when I've been with the association about 7 months. I was a former coach. I coached high school football in this state, all over the state. And I just came out of the college world coaching. So when I came back, I remember talking to Mr. Harmon and JT Lawrence, who's over our athletic director and coach association, which is who runs this game. He's like, hey, will you help us get some teams? I mean, there was nobody. So when it was kind of scrambling to get it, and it just kind of worked out where we knew Fyffe. We saw Fyffe had an open date. Maplesville was scheduled to play Autaugaville, but Autaugaville school got shut down. So it created that open week. Man, we contacted both schools, both coaches, and they said that'd be a great game. So we got that one matched, and then getting Prattville and Pike Road last night it took a little bit of time just because it was one of the team's home games. And anyway, but we got that, and it's been a great venue, man. It's City of Montgomery does a great job of hosting this. Man, we're excited. Some great football.
Yeah, most definitely. Last night you saw a real good one with Pike Road edging out Prattville right there at the end, and I think we got a good one. We got 2 storied programs here tonight going at it. Coach Benefield's done a great job at Fyffe, and the Maplesville program as a whole. Coach Hubbard had a lot of success. Both Coach Hubbards had a lot of success, and then Coach Abbott comes in and just picks up and runs with it. So you got really lucky to have this game, I think, and
I agree.
We really enjoyed the opportunity coming down and calling. But talk a little bit, as a former coach myself, and a lot of people, the association kind of gets a bad rap because y'all have to make hard decisions. Y'all really do. I mean, I've been a result of a hard decision made by Coach Savarese at the time, but it's what y'all do, and the rules are in place for a reason. But I really appreciate it as a coach of what y'all gave back to your member schools. Yeah. Everybody thinks, $15 to get in, but what they don't understand is a portion of that goes back to every member.
That's right.
At some point in time throughout the year. And just talk a little bit about that and how it's really great that y'all do give back. It's not all about money, and that's a perception that gets thrown out there a lot. But y'all do a great job of giving back.
And that's what people don't understand. And look, and I was like you, I coached in this state and tried to educate myself. But there's a lot of preconceived notions I had about the association. Then I took this job, and you realize, man, it's so much bigger scope than people could ever imagine. And you're right. Probably the biggest thing, bad rap we get, man, y'all created this rule. And I'm like, man, we actually don't create any of the law rules. The schools create them, but we're in charge of having to enforce them.
Right.
And there's a big, but we don't, I have not created man, there's some rules that, hey, there's some difficulties here, but by the way it's written, we've got to enforce that.
Right.
So, and me being a coach, I try to take a coach's perspective. That's one thing when I see stuff, I'm like, hey, I've been in that guy's shoes. I don't think this was intentional. I think he truly didn't mean to do this or whatever, or hey, this guy needs guidance here. So, but yeah, you're right. So, man, we have a lot of great programs. Obviously, I think the name of that just changed. It used to be like a rev share. I think it's like a Steve Savarese, I forgot, grant program or something like that. I don't know if I might have flipped it wrong, but you're right. And I used to think, man, the state wants to make money, but then you realize, you're right. When you travel to playoff meetings, they pay for coaches' travel. When the schools play, like in the state Super 7, every school gets a good check, and it's giving back, and that's what this is about, man. We're not in it to make money. Matter of fact, there's a lot of events we lose money. It's not that people care about that, but man, yes, it is, because it costs a lot of money to run some of these events.
It is, and y'all do a great job. You partner with Alabama Public Television, who does a great job, gives these young guys an opportunity to play on TV, some family members that might not be able to travel and watch. So that's a good partnership that I really enjoy, especially during the Super 7 when it's too cold to really go. That partnership's really good. I don't know if you have anything really to deal with that, but if so, talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, and we got some great sponsors, great corporate sponsors, man. And I know they've been listed before, and being a coach and now you being in the admin side, man, events don't run unless you have corporate sponsors.
That's right.
And you got to have them, and so, man, we're very grateful for ours. But yeah, I don't know about the corporate sponsor side, but I will be. It's one of my duties. I'll help run Super 7. But man, that's such a big event. We have a group that helps run it. It's everybody. It's all hands on deck. That's a special event, and we get compliments from all over the country from other high school associations saying, "Man, we wish our championship events were run like the state of Alabama."
And y'all do an awesome job running the Super 7 and picking out been in Birmingham
Yeah.
the past few years. That's been really great. I had the privilege to call the Maplesville game last year up there, and y'all do a great job. But y'all starting to mix in a few venues here in the
That's
next
right.
couple of years. So talk about the new venues where you're going to hold the Super 7
That's
here
right.
in a couple of years.
So we got a 4-year rotation. So this year is going to be back in Birmingham. But starting in 2026 and 2028, we're going to Mobile.
Okay.
So the games we played in Mobile, I used to coach down, and I've coached all over the state, but I coached at McGill-Tulane down there in Mobile, so very familiar with that area. And I'd probably been here a week when that decision really had already been made. But they asked, what do you think about Mobile? And I said, look, I know this. They will put on a great event. That city, that's what they had, Mardi Gras. I mean, that city knows how to put on a party, an event. So we've already had, and what's great about that game's not until next December, and we've already had 3 meetings with the city of Mobile to get that planned, because it takes that far out, a year and a half out, to get things like that planned. And man, they are excited. They're going to do a really good job, and Birmingham already does an outstanding job too. So we feel like we got great 2 venues. And look, in the future, man, there may be some other rotation in. I know, man, we think City of Montgomery would probably do a good job of hosting. And I know there's a lot of different cities that want to do it. So.
Right, and I think it's cool, and it gets some of those smaller schools some exposure.
That's right.
It's not always. It was great to have it at Alabama and Auburn, but with the new playoff system,
That's right.
it's kind of taken away from them, and but enabling UAB, South Alabama, Troy might get into the mix, and Jack State might get into the mix.
That's right.
Eventually, that's just really neat to kind of expose these kids to possibly the better chance of a college that they're going to play at.
That's right.
Because Alabama and Auburn is the top tier, but putting them in front of a South Alabama or a Jack State or a UAB is a great opportunity.
And that was one of the meetings we've had with Mobile, South Alabama, man. They've agreed to it, and it's what a great PR opportunity for them. They're going to get thousands of people to get on their campus to see that. There's especially people in North Alabama that may never ever see South Alabama.
Right.
Now they get a chance to basically recruit for their school. So it's a great opportunity for universities, obviously for the cities. Man, that's one of the premier events, and man, like I said, we get many. I was shocked. We went to the national conference, and there's so many other states. Man, we love how y'all put y'all's state championship events on.
Well, y'all do a great job. That's Caleb Ross with the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Coming back, we'll have one more guest. You're listening to Piper Peach Radio Show in Montgomery, Alabama. Back in just a few.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Back here at halftime in Montgomery with our score, Maplesville 14, 5-0. I'm here with Mike Baker, our special guest from Coke. Mike, good to have you in. Hope you're enjoying this game so far.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Thank y'all for having me.
No problem. If you could, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about what just goes in from a Coke point of view, what goes into making an event like this, a special event like this happen.
Well, it actually starts back probably in June with as far as the FCS kickoff. We start getting emails and phone calls from the head trainers with the college teams that's coming in. And then after that, JT with the Athletic Association, we get together and start planning this event, and we basically bring in all the soft drinks and the water that they need for the hospitality, and with the high school, they actually provide their own sideline equipment, but for the college games, we usually provide that for them because we have a contract with the city of Montgomery and Crampton Bowl, to where if it's a Gatorade school, they have to use Powerade equipment, so I'll supply that for them.
Speaking more on Powerade equipment and other equipments like that, do you have any new products that you'd like to introduce?
Well, we had the Body Armor Flash IV, which is Body Armor and Powerade is owned by Powerade's owned by Body Armor. So, but we was promoting that a little bit this morning on Morning Mayhem, and it's a rapid hydration drink. It has like 2,290 milligrams of electrolytes in it. So it's perfect for this, especially this time of the year when you have the humidity that you have in Alabama in August.
One more question for you. You talked about the FCS game that's going to occur here tomorrow. Is there anything you do differently for these high school games today, yesterday, differently compared to the FCS game tomorrow? Is there anything you do differently?
Not really.
Preparation-wise?
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger scale because you'll usually have a few more fans, and we're in the multiplex over here to our right. They have suites set up in there where we put single-door coolers in there to provide soft drinks and water for those guys the corporations that buys those suites for those college games. So that's the only difference between the college game and the high school game as far as a beverage standpoint.
Well, I think that's about all the questions I have. Mike Baker, thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm going to have to go try your drink at some point, but otherwise than that, we're going to take a break. You're listening to the Piper Peach Football Game of the Week.
Traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day. Work out anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
And welcome back to the Crampton Bowl. We are just a few seconds away from the start of the second half. And we were given halftime numbers. Van, welcome back. Wesley, thank you guys both for what you did at halftime. Great interviews. Thank you, Mike Baker, for coming in, and Caleb from the Alabama High School Athletic Association. A great coaching history in that young man as well. He has coached in a lot of different high schools in the state as well as a couple of colleges too. So he's very knowledgeable. He's doing a great job with the state. There are some things that jump out from the stat sheet that absolutely get your attention. The first one that gets my attention is the number of plays that Maplesville has run. 39 plays tonight already for Maplesville. 232 yards, I think, total offense. Maybe more than that. You have 103 through the air and then 133 on the ground, so ultimately about 235 yards. But another one that gets your attention is the fact that you have 9 yards of total offense by Fyffe. All on the ground, 12 total plays, 0 first downs. So with those things, and again, 17 and a half minutes time of possession for Maplesville. They held the football for 17, almost 18 minutes of 24 available. Talk a little bit, Van, if you will. Wesley, you chime in as well. Just your thoughts on what we've seen in the first half, and really, honestly, how much worse it could have been.
Yeah, Maplesville's first two possessions were really spot on. They stayed majority in their script, and great game planning by Coach Abbott and his staff, and they came out ready to play, took care of the football, and were able to punch it in with Jedi with the big play, and then Pierce finding Mitchell up the seam for the second touchdown. But the thing to me that's been the most impressive, and we hit on it in the pregame, was Maplesville's defensive line. We knew they had the potential to be good, but what we saw the first 24 minutes was, four guys and they're walking up the outside linebackers. So they're in essence showing a 6 front. It's a 4 front with two walk-ups on the outside, and they are wreaking havoc on Fyffe's offensive line. They can't move them out of the way, and then it's allowing Gray and Hubbard from that inside linebacker position in those down safeties to get downhill really quick and just fly to the football.
The most impressive thing, we were really excited to see offensively the explosiveness, but the defense from Maplesville, you're at a loss of words sometimes, but nasty comes to mind.
Oh, yeah.
Just what they're capable of. And you know they've got the first half jitters out. And this is not a position that Fyffe is accustomed to being in. So Coach Benefield, with all the years of experience, you know that he's prepared himself. He's not rattled. But you have a relatively young team out on the field right now that's not used to being in this position either. Do you think Do you think Maplesville's aggressiveness, their speed, how do you think that comes to bear with a young team that's behind the 8 ball now?
I think the athleticism of the defensive front is giving them fits. They're strong, they're big, but at the same time they can move, and so they're able to shed some blocks. And I think they're not going to say they underestimated Maplesville's speed on defense, but I think it has kind of shocked them a little bit. I thought they were going to be able to move them around a little bit more than what they have, and they haven't. And for a young team, a lot of those guys have stood on the sideline and seen the success at Fyffe, been a part of it, but just never experienced it really in between the lines. And right now they're getting a little taste of that. But that program, they see 14-0. They're walking out here. They're really seeing a 0-0 game. They're going to take it possession by possession, and it starts getting that offense rolling. But they're going to have to find. They found a little help on defense, but mainly it's been Maplesville stopping themselves. So they're going to have to get. It starts with this first possession, and then find a way to kind of slow down that athletic offense that Maplesville has.
Ryder Gibson back deep for Fyffe. Standing at his own 10, Brendan Harrison for Maplesville getting set to kick off. Tee set up at the 40-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Again, it's a great crowd from Maplesville making their way the 45 minutes down Highway 82. Here's the kick, a pooch kick over on the far side. It bounces. The up man will go down and cover it at the 35-yard line. That was number 2, Hunter Latham for Fyffe. First down, 10 yards to go now from the 35. Dawson will be your quarterback again. Gibson will be the running back, among others. Dawson, the shotgun, stands at his own 30-yard line. Official blows the whistle, and we're ready for action. Here's the snap, rolling out to the left. There's a pitch. Defensive lineman packs a lunch, eats the lunch on a picnic in the backfield. My goodness. Again, laying the lumber to him. Jediah Works explodes through the tackle.
Yeah, he's playing that defensive end / outside linebacker spot right there, and he reads his keys. They bounce the running back out, and they're going to toss it to him, and he's able to beat his reach block. And another excellent play there, meeting them in the backfield by Works.
Loss of 6, second out at 16 from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap handoff. This is number 25. We don't have a good number on him, but he is dropped in the backfield for another loss. That is Eli Hubbard bringing him down. They're not going to be able to run wide on Maplesville.
They're trying, but right there, that was a great job by Eli staying home on the backside as that double handoff coming back around with the wing back, and he stays home. If he's not able to make that play, that number 25 for Fyffe is probably able to hit the corner and gain some big yards, but just an excellent job of trusting your keys and reading, using your eyes.
3rd and 17. The quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. He's got a seam. They're going to bring him down at the 40. He'll be 5 yards shy. It's a 12-yard gain by Doss. He'll be 5 yards shy on 4th down now. It was Cade Smith coming up from the safety position to make that stop.
12 yards. 4th down.
Doss serving as a quarterback and the keeper, or the punter and the kicker. He comes in. They're going to switch out. They're going to wisely punt this one away. Got to be careful here, though, because, again, you can't underestimate what Coach Benefield's going to pull out of the hat.
Correct. Maplesville keeps their defense on the field.
Richard back deep. Here's the punt. Shanks that one. It's going to land at the 40-yard line, roll inside the 35, and be downed at the 31. So all things considered, not so bad thanks to the roll. It'll be Maplesville football. First down, 10 yards to go, again from their own 31. Van, what's your thought process now for Maplesville on offense?
I think they went back and they've looked at what they've had success doing in the first half, and I think that's what they're going to try to get back to do, and they're going to run in between the tackles a little bit. They're going to hit the quick routes and kind of get this ball moving downfield.
McCary in the backfield. Quick throw into the flat. Ball is caught down the sideline. That's going to be number 8,
Pass complete.
Ethan Richer.
Ethan Richer with a reception. Picks up 10 yards.
10-yard gain on the play. It'll be a first down, Maplesville.
Maplesville.
2 receivers set now to the far side. Tight end, H-back set to the near side. And again, Maplesville satisfied with just letting the clock run. He went out of bounds, so it stops. Running the play clock down now. We're inside 12 seconds. Here's the snap. Handoff to McCary. There's a whistle on the play. Flag down. Offside's going to be the call against Fyffe.
McCary with the carry. There's a marker on the play.
Maplesville's playing with a lot of confidence right now. That play with Rencher just then, just a great job. They move Mitchell across the formation, and he's able to come out and pick up the number 1 defender. Eli Hubbard's out there blocking as well. And Rencher gets it, and he does exactly what he's coached. Get upfield, make one move, get upfield, and resulted in a first down right there.
First down and 5 now from the 46-yard line. Same formation as before. McCary is the running back. To the left of Jurgen, the quarterback. Hubbard comes in motion. Jurgen with the quarterback keeper. He rounds the corner at the 45, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and nothing more. It'll be second down and 5. The defense responded well to the short side of the field, kind of flowed into that one.
Yeah, they did. Just trying to show them something different, and Fyffe was able to adjust and string it out long enough that used the 12th man, what we call the sideline 12th man, 12th defender, and used it to the and for a loss of yards there.
Second down, 5 yards to go from the 46. Here's the snap. Jurgen drops back. Looking, plenty of time. Happy feet now. He'll pull it down and run. He's at the 50, crosses the 50, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's another first down for Maplesville.
46.
Great protection up front right there by that offensive line. Wasn't really a max protect. They sent Von Wood out on the route too. Here lately when he's dropped back in the pocket, they've kind of kept him in and helped protect. But great job by those front 5 up there. He had all the time in the world to throw, but Fyffe was covered on the back end as well, so he just tucks it and picks up the first down.
Here's the snap. Quick throw to Hubbard in the flat. He'll cross the 40-yard line. They'll shove him out at the 39. Just a little quick hitch. That's going to be a gain of 7 on the play. Brings up second down and 3. Actually, they're going to give him one more. It's going to be second down and 2 after a gain of 8. Maplesville with 18 first downs to 0 for Fyffe. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Jedi Works bounces it outside. He's wrapped up going around the right side. He had room up the middle. For whatever reason, he tried to spin it to the outside, and he was brought down for a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12.
Yeah, I think maybe possibly trying to do a little too much. He had success when he runs through blocks, not around, run through tackles, not around tackles.
Third down and 1 yard to go. My goodness. They actually gave him back the line of scrimmage. It looked like they dropped him for a 2-yard loss. So I don't know why I said what I said, other than the fact that I had a Coke Zero at halftime. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Defense hits him at the line of scrimmage. Don't think that he got it there. That's Jedi Works again on the carry.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be fourth down and 1.
Yeah, he kind of got ahead of himself. He didn't allow the motion to clear and fake, and he got going and couldn't paused and couldn't get back going again. So just needs to be a little bit more patient and trust that the fake's going to open up the hole for you.
McCary back into the backfield now for Maplesville. Hubbard comes in motion, handoff to McCary, big hole, crosses the 30, down to the 26-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Maplesville.
just a great job. Hubbard sprinting in motion, and it's all it's doing is just drawing eyes, and they run the power back away from his motion. Great job up front, and McCary was able to break a couple tackles and almost broke one more, and he would have been in the end zone, but a good hard run right there.
7 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's 14-0 Maplesville. Maplesville doing nothing more than they have to do. Here's the snap. Hand off to McCary again. Big hole around right side. Crosses the 20 down to the 17-yard line. Going to be right at the first down marker. I believe he's going to be about a half a yard short.
Correction, 10-yard gain.
Nope. Got it by the nose of the football. It's first down, 10 yards to go. We're at 20 first downs now for Maplesville. Just straightforward power football at this point.
Yep.
Here's the snap. Jurgen now rolls out to the right. Looking into the end zone. There's a throw. Receiver wide open at the 10. That's Rencher. He's out of bounds. Check that. That's number 9. That's going to be Bailey. Ty Bailey with the second reception of the ball game goes out of bounds at the 5. First down, goal to go for Maplesville.
Yeah, just a great job by Pierce. Comes out, and what we saw right there is when he's rolled out, he's got outside of his protection. He did a good job of just getting out and setting up his protection, and was able to hit Bailey on his little out route. Great job of catching and getting upfield.
Here's the snap to McCary. McCary rumbles into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Devils. Maplesville 25-0. Straightforward, headed straight up the middle. McCary was hit at the 3, drove his way into the end zone.
Yeah, nothing special there, just a straight kind of a wham play. And what I say wham play is your H-back comes across the formation and kicks that in, and everybody else is a hat on a hat. And so just a great job. Mitchell does a great job of kicking that in, and McCary finding the end zone.
Brendan Harrison on for the extra point. 21-0. 6:29 to play in the third quarter. We'll go to Wesley Holsenbach for the #1 restoration scoreboard, and then the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive.
For our score updates, St. Clair is up on Jemison 41-7. Verbena is up on Holy Spirit 20-6. Bibb County leads Chilton County 13-7. While here with an updated score, Maplesville is up 21-0.
And now the Larry Puckett drive summary.
10 plays, 69 yards, ending in a touchdown. And that was 6 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock.
The astounding thing here tonight is the time of possession. Maplesville has sucked the life out of Fyffe and sucked the life out of the football game, and it's just pounded, been super physical. Here is a short kick by Brendan Harrison that goes out of bounds near the 35. Flag comes flying. That's going to be an illegal procedure call on the kickoff. They're going to advance that one 5 yards to the 40, and we'll scrimmage it from there.
That's really the role I think he's been looking for all night, and that time it hit and got out of bounds a little quicker than Ty Bailey could get to it, because it squeaked underneath the return guy right there, and it just, like I said, got out of bounds before Bailey could haul it in, or else that could have been a big play right there from Maplesville.
Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. It's a heat timeout. You're listening to the high school football game of the week live from Montgomery. Maplesville 21, 5-0, 6:26 to play in the third.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. all conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
And welcome back. How about that? When was the last time you heard the phrase bloviated sense of self-worth used in conversation? Man, that was impressive. Not going to go into what we were talking about, but I'm just saying that was pretty impressive.
It was.
If I'd have played that in Scrabble, I'm telling you, fold up the board and take it to the house. You know,
that's a home run. That's the walk-off right there.
By the way, if Maplesville can hold them here, get the football back, put another one in the end zone, you can fold up the game and take it to the house. First down, 10 yards to go for Fyffe at their own 40-yard line. Here's the snap, handoff, looking for some room. Actually has a seam this time, well blocked. Good hold, the back, Ryder Gibson with room around the right side. That is the first down of the game and obviously the biggest play of the game. Coming from the 40-yard line, there's a flag down toward the end of the play. The ball is marked at the 33-yard line, so you're looking at a 28-yard gain on the ground.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Maplesville with a horse collar.
I think no, they're waving it off.
Okay.
So it's first down for Fyffe. Biggest play of the ball game.
Play good for 27 yards.
A second time in Maplesville territory. They were there courtesy of a turnover last time. Nothing came of it. Feeling a little urgency now is fine. Here's the snap. Fake handoff. Receiver's wide open down the field. Receiver is wide open down the field. That's number 2 for Fyffe. Hunter Latham. Second consecutive first down play. He's inside the 5 down to the 1-yard line. First down and goal. And a player is down. I believe that is Latham.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if it was a cramp. And I believe that's exactly what it is. He's got a cramp. We talked last night the humidity, because humidity is set back in here in Montgomery this evening. Right here on the river, you're not shocked by that. You could have a slice of air tonight. And that's what happened at Thorsby last night. After the rain, after it cooled off, then it heated up and then became a little more humid. So these kids from both of these teams, a lot of them having to play both ways. We talked about it last night. So not only do you have the physical exertion, you also, again, just an awkward foot plant at this point can create that cramp. So it looks like the young man is okay. They've walked him off the field. Stretches continue to take place over on the sideline. And we're ready for first and goal from the 1 for Fyffe. They've got to be feeling a little bit better right now.
Oh, definitely. You know, they were able to hit the big run play, and that drew the safeties in, and somebody lost coverage right there, and jumped off sides.
Maplesville jumps again. That's the same thing that happened earlier in the ball game. There's no place to go. It's first down and goal to go from the 1. Now it's first down and goal to go from the 18-inch line. Not that there is such, but we're going to make it up tonight for the sake of doing so.
That's good eyes.
Thank you.
You didn't even have your binoculars right there.
I did not have the binoculars. I really want to go to the monocle, just the one eye thing that I can flip down and flip back up. Here's the snap. Doss with the keeper. Maddox Doss across into the end zone for a touchdown. And Fyffe comes to life. Fans back into it. They're thankful to see that take place. 2 big plays and you're back in the ball game. 17 minutes of game time left to go in this one. Maplesville can't afford to pack it in and just be conservative. You got to run your offense, the whole offense at this point. You really need to put more points on the board.
Yep. Just a great drive, much needed drive by Fyffe right there.
Absolutely.
2 big plays, as you mentioned, and then right there kind of catching Maplesville shifting to the right formation, and great job by the quarterback by just snapping it and rolling. And you had Maplesville out of position, and he just walks into the end zone.
Empty backfield. Wingback comes in motion. He'll get the handoff. He's fighting his way toward the end zone, but he'll come up a yard short. It's number 3, Eli Hubbard, stopping him before he can get in. And with 5:52 to play in the third quarter, it's 21-6 Maplesville. We've got an injury. It's going to be another cramp. He's grabbing his toe. Actually, the same spot on the field. He just wiggled himself into the indention the other guy made down there. He's up and off the field. I'm just going to say the product that we tested earlier from the new Body Armor Flash IV. Guys, I'm telling you, it is the real deal. I was blown away. Therese was blown away. I think every sideline in high school football needs cases of this stuff cold. Let's go to the drive summary. Sponsored by Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Wesley?
Yeah, Jason, a quick 3 plays, 60 yards, 1 touchdown, and only a minute and 39 seconds off the clock.
Number 1 restoration scoring update. 41-7. St. Clair County over Jemison. Forbina 26-6 over the Holy Spirit. Bibb County, they've gone on a scoring spree. It's 28-7 over Chilton County High School. Last night's game was 22-8, a Thorsby win. That is your number 1 restoration scoreboard update. Here's the kickoff. Pooch kick right down the middle, taken by the Red Devils. Got a little room. He'll cross the 35 up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be first down, 10 yards to go there.
Hubbard with the return.
It was Eli Hubbard with the return.
38.
They're going to give him an extra yard there, 38-yard line. First down at 10 yards to go from the 38. Works in the backfield now for Maplesville. Trip formation to the near side, 1 receiver set to the far side. Jurgen in the shotgun. Works sets to the left of the quarterback. Here's the snap. Handoff, no. Jurgen rolls out, throws it into the flat. Pass is complete to the 45, on to the 46-yard line. That was number 6, Jake Carley, making that reception.
Underneath him on the stop. Gain of 8 yards.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. First down. Second down, rather. 2 yards to go from the 46. Absolutely nothing fancy. Not even really tricky. Just good play calls at the right time for Maplesville right now.
Well, and what we've seen, and it's my fault that I'm just now seeing it, but that's more of an RPO. Pierce has the ability to read that, and if he has the numbers on the outside to the trip side, he can pull it. And they're running that arrow route with a curl behind it and a deep route. So he has that ability to read that side of the defense, and he's done a good job tonight for the most part of reading that when he pulls it and takes what the defense gives him. Sometimes it's been the arrow route with Mitchell, now Carley. Sometimes it's been the curl route with Bailey and Hubbard in the middle. So he's doing a great job of reading the defense right now.
Jediah Works with a carry for 3 yards, gives Maplesville a first down, 10 yards to go from the 48-yard line. Here's the snap. Jurgen's got it. Quick throw to the sideline. Pass intended for Maplesville's number 12, Drayden Brown. Just a bit behind and a little too high. Brings up second down and 10.
You got some rotating some skill guys, resting some guys that play a lot of defense. And that little route right there that we've seen him and Rencher and Hubbard have so much success on, right there with Brown, it's a timing route, and it was just the timing was off between him and Pierce right there. But that the more they practice, the more they play as the year goes on, that'll be able to hit for a pretty good play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Here's the snap. Jurgen rolls out to the right. He's got a receiver open. It's thrown. Works can't get a hand on it. Check that. Mitchell can't get a hand on it. Brings up third down and 10 yards to go.
3rd and 10.
I think what they were trying to get right there is they were trying to get Clark on the wheel route, but it was covered. Great job by Fyffe on the back end of the defense right there, kind of taking that away. And Pierce had Mitchell, good throw, just kind of out in front of him. Great defensive play, too. Defensive back was right there on him as well.
Going man-to-man across, 3-receiver set for Maplesville. Stop, looks, ball fake, throw deep down the field. Clark is there. He's got it! Pass is complete down to the 18-yard line. It was a ball fake on the quick fake. He goes deep. It is a beautiful spot for the throw over the defender inside a pocket there on the sideline. Maplesville first down, 10 yards to go from the 18. Snap, fake handoff, thrown out in the corner. That's Clark again. Has the football down the sideline, out of bounds, near the 10. They're going to spot him out at the 9. Another nice gain. It's a gain of nearly 10. They're going to take a look at this one. The officials call a timeout. This one's going to be really close to the first down. They're going to take a hard look at this. With 3:49 to play in the third quarter, 21-6. Fyffe just gets points on the board with a 3-play drive. Maplesville locks it down. Now they're moving back into the red zone. We got a player down on the field as the timeout, and I believe that's Doss. That's the quarterback who's also playing in the defensive backfield, kicking, punting. Young man's doing everything.
Yeah, it's tough to see. Fyffe got a lot of young guys playing both ways here, and like you mentioned earlier, this humidity's kind of set back in on us. These guys by no means are laying down because of the scoreboard. They don't believe in that at Fyffe. They're just playing their hearts out. And when you're playing really hard like this, your body sometimes isn't prepared for it, and you're just seeing that right now, cramping up. So. Maplesville, on the other hand, is doing a great job, and a little bit more depth for them, as you can tell, especially on the skill set. They've rotated a lot of guys in on this possession, and so that's really helping them out as well. But also, I know they pride themselves and be ready to go week 1. They don't wait till week 4 or 5 to be in football shape. They're ready week 1 to be in that shape.
2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1. 2 receivers uncovered to far side. Motion now moving the heavy side to the right side of the offensive front. Here's a handoff up the middle. Believe that's McCary with the carry.
Picks up 4 yards.
Gets 4 yards. That's going to be first down, goal to go. Nope. Yep, first and goal at the 5. First down, goal to go at the 5. We've not seen a lot of either McCary or Works at this point. We've seen a terrific blend, and they're very different players.
Yep.
2 receivers set to the right, along with the H-back off the tight end's rear end. Here's a handoff to McCary up the middle. He plows into the end zone. Literally untouched. It didn't matter if anybody did. He's in for his second touchdown of the ball game. Touchdown, Red Devils! From 5 yards out, McCary carries it in to answer the Fyffe touchdown.
Yeah, just a great job. Just a little lead play. Carly led up in there and was able to make the key block and allowed McCary just to walk on. But Maplesville, we've mentioned it, the offensive line from Maplesville has grown up so much from the state championship game to now. It's amazing. That group is really gelling and playing really good football up front right now and allowing those skill guys to have the success that they're having tonight.
Brendan Harrison's kick is up and good. It's 28-6, 3:02 to play in the third. Let's go to Wesley Holsaback with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
8 plays, 62 yards, and 4 minutes and 20 more seconds off the clock, Jason.
Wesley, just taking a look at those drive summaries, the number of plays being run by Maplesville is at least 4 or 5 times more than what we've seen run by Fyffe. At this point, it is a numbers game, and Fyffe is on the bad end of that stick.
Yeah, absolutely. Fyffe has just not been able to get anything going offensively.
Sorry, folks. Wesley dozed off there for a minute. It's past his bedtime. We know. I do have a question while we got a minute. Is your mom listening in the stands? We saw your mom and your grandma come in. They're sitting right down here. If they are, they should look up here and wave at us. Here's the kick. Squibber down the left sideline. Taken at the 28 by Fyffe's number 11. That's Logan Hutcherson. He breaks free for just a moment. Then he's brought down at the 46-yard line. I'm looking for the number.
Brody Freeman with a return.
It was Brendan Harrison, the kicker, coming up to make the play. You got to love that.
5.
The junior kicker who he's not, listen, he's like a water bug. He just skitters around most of the time, not big as nothing. Comes up and makes a play against a much bigger young man.
You know,
from
when a kicker makes a tackle, you know how you know?
How's that?
Because to make sure he's letting everybody else know
That's
that
right,
he
he
made
made
tackle.
the
He gets
tackle.
up,
That's right.
he's hitting his
He's
head,
fired
he's
up.
pounding his chest. He's letting everybody know that he got in on that tackle.
First down, 10 yards to go for Fyffe, scrimmaging from their own 46. Direct snap to the Fyffe Red Devils number 6, Hayden Parker. Parker's out across the 50. He'll be brought down at
Parker,
the 40.
Carry. Picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
The 48-yard line. He'll pick up 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 yards to go inside Maplesville territory. We got timeout on the field. It is an injury timeout. In fact, a Maplesville Red Devil player is helping the young man that had a cramp. Don't you love sportsmanship?
Right.
I mean, the young man from Maplesville knew it's our fault that you're having cramps because we've ran you to death tonight. Least I could do is hold your foot up in the air while we rub this thing out.
That's right.
I mean, isn't that the attitude at this point?
That's exactly right. I mean, that's a big thing for the Alabama High School Athletic Association is sportsmanship, and these two teams are definitely showing it tonight.
That, again, 2 class programs, and just that's something little. That's something so minor that probably goes unnoticed. But that sportsmanship, these two teams are out here playing hard. They've got no bitter animus toward one another. They're just playing football, trying to win a football game. That's brilliant. Now, if it was Jemison Chilton County High School next Thursday night,
probably a little different there. I imagine.
More rubbing a cramp out of maybe trying to knock somebody off. I'm just saying it could be competitive next week.
2nd and 4.
2nd down, 4 yards to go from the 48-yard line of Maplesville. Fyffe with the football. Here's the snap to number 22. That's Ryder Gibson. Gibson has it down to the 40-yard line. It's going to be first down for Fyffe. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clock is still rolling. Fyffe taking their time. Heavy formation set to the right side. Here's the snap, direct snap to the running back again. That's number 22, Gibson. Gibson ahead. He'll cross the 40-yard line down to what I think is the 38. It's a gain of 2, brings up 2nd down. It was Vontarius Woods coming away with the tackle.
Gibson with the carry, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
What we see right now with Fyffe's quarterback out, you really got 2 backs back there, and it's kind of like the old kind of Notre Dame box. Anybody can really get the ball right here, so it's kind of throwing a little wrinkle in. Maplesville, they need to do a little bit better job.
Direct snap. He is hammered in the backfield. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It was Vontavious Woods breaking through to dump the quarterback from Fyffe. It's going to be a 7-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 15 yards to go.
3rd and 15.
That's a great job. Just like when happened to be mentioning that they need to step up and do a little bit better. I guess Vaughn heard me and said, I got you, Coach, and just went ahead. How about this for you? And a great job of beating his block and not allowing that quarterback to roll out, because he had some open receivers he could throw to, but great job from Vaughn Woods right there.
3rd and 15, going for the sweep play. The same one that picked up big yardage the last time picks up good yardage again. It's going to be a gain of 10. It'll leave 4th down and 5 yards to go. Player down again. It's going to be trying to see if this is going to be another crown.
It looks like it is.
And that foot straight as it could possibly be. He's hurting. Yep. And it's Maplesville's training staff that comes on to render assistance. Now the Fyffe staff comes over to help. This is actually going to be, I think it may be a hamstring cramp. It's the back of the knee. That's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Going into the 4th, Maplesville 28-6 over Fyffe. Scoreboard update brought to you by Number 1 Restoration. St. Clair County 41-7 over Jemison. Verbena 26-6 over Holy Spirit. Bibb County 28-7. Billingsley 22-0 over Greensboro last night. Thorsby with a victory, 22-8 over Isabella. It's now 48-7. Thank you, Miss Vicki Winslet. 48-7 now. St. Clair County over Jemison. Quarter stats now. Take a look at this. Maplesville, 24 first downs to 3 for Fyffe. 178 yards on the ground for Maplesville. 184 passing yards for Maplesville. 57 plays, 362 offensive yards. 23 plays, 98 yards for Fyffe. McCary with 70 yards rushing. Jediah Work 64, Pierce Jurgen 40. That's pretty well balanced. And Pierce Jurgen 14-22 through the air, 184 yards and a touchdown. Hubbard with 5 receptions for 43. Clark 2 receptions for 43. Mitchell 2 receptions for 37 and a touchdown. And Ty Bailey 2 receptions for 20 yards. Gibson 10 rushes for 41 yards for Fyffe, leading the way there. Time of possession, 23 minutes, 23 seconds to 12 minutes and 37 seconds. Sometimes the numbers really do tell the story. Fyffe, 4th down, 5 yards to go. We're going to call it 4. They'll scrimmage this from the Maplesville 34. Here's a sweep handoff. Maplesville's got it defended. They'll bring him down. He will not be. He's knocked down. That's Gibson, 2 yards shy of the first down. It was Drayden Brown coming up to make the tackle. Turnover on downs on the first play of the 4th quarter, and Maplesville has the football. They'll have it 1st down and 10 yards to go from their own 32-yard line. One more, take it to the house, Van.
One more will, but I want to talk about a great job by Drayden Brown from his cornerback spot right there. They run a little reverse counter. It's hard to tell what they ran right there, but it was trying to get outside, and he was the only one. He was the only one left out here on the island, and he did a great job, open field tackle right there to secure the turnover on downs.
Timeout was taken by Fyffe. We'll keep it here. We have seen a very well-coached, very well-called game defensively for Maplesville tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I think Coach Rush and his defensive staff have done a great job in getting these guys ready, which I know they've been really harping on it all off season, but now they got a chance to showcase a little bit. But kudos to him, game planning, scheming up. This is not like we mentioned earlier, this is not your ordinary offense to prepare for. There's a lot of moving parts, and you got to be really good with your eyes. Their defensive line's done a great job of penetrating and holding off their double team blocks and allowing those linebackers and safeties to get downhill and make the tackles. And they do a great job with their physicality, which we knew that coming in. But this defense seems like there's just a little bit more to it. I mean, you called it earlier, just a little bit more nastiness to it this year. And it's looking very, very good right now.
First down and 10 yards to go, Maplesville from their own 32. Jurgen at quarterback. Here's the snap, handoff up the middle. That's Hall. Hall breaks a tackle out over the 40-yard line. They'll mark him right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards on the play. Brings up second down and 2.
Noah Quinn made the tackle.
Noah Quinn on the tackle for
Gain of 8 yards, second and 2.
5. Second down, 2 yards to go from the 40. Hall in the backfield again for Maplesville next to the quarterback, Jurgen. 2 receivers split wide to the left.
Yeah, you're seeing Maplesville kind of milk this play clock, gets the game clock a little bit, shorten this game a little bit. And
handoff to Hall up the middle. He crosses the 45. He'll have the first down on the gain of 5. First down, Red Devils of Maplesville at their own 45-yard line.
First down.
Good run right there. Good patience by Hall. We saw that early on last year. He does have that patience. Now he's added another year of learning. With the power, you have a kicker, you have a wrapper, and you have to let those blocks set up. And he did a great job right there, and that allowed him to fall forward there for that 6 or 7 yard gain and get the first down.
3 receiver formation now for Maplesville. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. Ball will be scrimmaged from the 45-yard line of Maplesville. First down, 10 yards to go. Slot back comes in motion. He becomes an extra blocker. Handoff to Hall. Breaks the tackle out across the 50, down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play. Brings up second down and 1.
Great job. They motion Carly in from the slot to his H-back position. They run zone. Hall does a great job of seeing anytime you teach your running backs when you run an inside zone, if the center crosses your face, you jump cut and in behind him, because that means they don't have the numbers on the backside of the defense. And he reads that, jump cuts it, and a great run right there on first down.
Second down, 1 yard to go from the 46-yard line of Fyffe. Here's the snap. Handoff again. Up the middle. That's Hall again. Crosses the 40. Down to the 39. It's a gain of 6. And it's first down, Maplesville.
Gain of 7. First down, Maplesville.
Yeah, great. Just a great job. And this Maplesville's offensive line, they're just getting better as this game goes on. And Coach Little's leaning on them. And they're responding by opening holes and just doing a great job. Running backs, of course, but like we said, they can't do it without the big uglies up front, and they're doing a great job tonight.
First down, 10 yards to go from the 5:39. Maplesville with the football, leading 28-6. Here's the handoff. Actually, Jurgen rolls around. He's looking, throws it across the middle. The pass is caught. Receiver is down to. It was number 9, Ty Bailey, on the reception, his 3rd of the ball game. That'll be another first down for Maplesville.
Ty Bailey with a
first down, 10 yards to go from the 21. Gain of 17 on the play. 8:35 to go in the ball game. Maplesville has this one well in hand. Hall, the running back, in the backfield. There's a snap. It's McCary. That's going to be a false start against the offense. They'll back it up 5 yards. It'll be first down, 15 yards to go. And it's McCary coming in to spell Hall now. It's a three-headed running back monster
First and 15.
for Maplesville.
And then you throw in Pierce, who's got the capability to run as well, and they hadn't really even shown it as far as design QB runs. I mean, he's been able to get out in the pocket or tuck it and run when there wasn't nothing there in the passing game, but they hadn't shown any of the QB runs, and he's very well capable of toting the rock as well.
Haven't needed to. First and 15. Here's the handoff to McCary. McCary lowers his head, bulls over defender. He's still on his feet, carrying defenders down inside the 15. He's going to be close to the first down. They're going to give him the 10-yard line. If that's the case, it's first down, Maplesville. That's a 17-yard gain. First down, goal to go, and it's a full 10 yards, but it's first down and goal to go from the 10.
Yeah, they're running that power, and Fyffe actually played it well in the middle linebackers one-on-one there with McCary coming through the hole, and it was a collision, and McCary ended up winning, obviously, and I think they sent that linebacker to the sideline because he wasn't real sure what huddle he needed to be in.
First and goal from the 10-yard line. McCary still in the backfield. Jurgen, your quarterback. Here's the snap. Handoff again to McCary. Breaks a tackle. Wrapped up finally down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Brings up second down and goal. So, Van, if you're standing there playing linebacker and you see McCary coming through, are you you're tempted a little bit to become that bullfighter, give him a little ole as he comes by?
I'd have to probably catch a cramp.
Yeah, I'd be catching a bus out of town. There's no way that I'm not squaring up on that young man. Second down, goal to go from the 7-yard line. Here's the snap, handoff again. This is Jediah Works. Works will fall forward for a gain of 1, brings up third down and goal.
Works, the ball carrier, picks up a yard.
You notice they've got the PA volume
Third and
cranked
goal
up
at the 6.
here tonight.
They're letting the nearby neighborhoods kind of know what's going on.
I think the folks in Wetumpka know what's going on. Third down and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Maplesville shifting offensive lineman and to the left. It's a false start against the offense. They'll back it up 5 yards. It'll be third and goal to go from the 11. How about that mathematics right there?
As well as Maplesville's played, this is twice they've been in the red zone, and they've had 2 penalties so far. And right before half, they squandered an opportunity. So it just tells you they're a really good team, but really good teams still have things they got to work on. And that's one thing that I think Coach Abbott is going to stress next week is when we get in the red zone, we put points on the board. We don't squander our opportunities because good teams will beat you.
Well, in a game like this, though, you hate it during the game, but when you walk away with a win, you've got something to take back and teach and stress. You've got a way to improve.
Correct.
And that's what a great coach, as well as I do, that's what great coaching staffs do. They find those areas that they can drive home just to constantly reinforce. We're not there.
Right.
We've not arrived. We've got a lot of stuff we can still work on, and that will be one of those things. 5:37 to go in the ball game. Maplesville up 28-6 here over Fyffe. We've got the heat timeout going on. We're going to keep it right here. Third down, 11 yards to go. Run it up the middle and give your kicker a chance to get on the scoreboard.
I like giving Harrison a chance. See if he can get one through the uprights. You're right in his range right now. If you can get 3 or 4 more yards, it would help him out. But I think from where the ball is now, it's about his max. because the ball's at 11, so they'll be placing it at the 18. So
it's 28 yards.
So that's right
yards.
there, within his max range. But if you can fall forward here 6 or 7 yards, get him within the 10, 5 or 6 yard line, I think he's got a strong enough leg to definitely get 3 points on the board.
They've really done quite a good job of putting this stadium together and all the renovation. Final scores from around the area tonight on the #1 restoration. Call them for all your mold, fire, and construction needs. St. Clair County 48-7 over Jemison. That one's not over. Verbena defeats Holy Spirit 26-6. Final score, Bibb County 28-7 over Chilton County High School. We're 28-6 here, and Billingsley final score 22-0 over Greensboro. The #1 restoration scoreboard. 3rd and goal from the 11. Handoff, no. Jurgen's rolling out. He's got a receiver wide open. I believe that's Hubbard in the corner of the end zone, and it is touchdown Devils.
Eli Hubbard, 11-yard
Eli Hubbard
touchdown.
on the 11-yard touchdown pass from Jurgen. And pack them up, boys. That's going to do it.
Yeah, we've seen them run that play a lot tonight, and they slip out Mitchell in the flats, and Eli or the slot guy's been running the little 7-yard out route, but this time Eli just kind of wheeled it up the sideline, and Fyffe had nobody on him, wide open.
Brendan Harrison's kick is up, and it is good. 5:24 to play in the ball game. It is 35-6. Maplesville with a 29-point advantage.
5:24 remaining. Maplesville 35, 5-6.
Let's go to Wesley Holsom back for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
9 plays, 68 yards, and 7 minutes and 3 seconds taken off the clock.
It's going to be interesting to see the final numbers from this one when they come in. We were wondering if this, and here's the truth. We were expecting explosive, but this has shown a different version of Maplesville. Not only do they have the big playability, they can line up and go big boy against big boy and drive the football down your throat, because that's what's happened here tonight. And it has been a wonderful blend. It's probably 60-40 run to pass, maybe a little heavier than that. But the passing game has been exceptionally effective for Maplesville tonight. And imagine now, you're up near 200 yards passing. You take a couple of big plays off the board, and this could almost be a 300-yard night for Pierce Jurgen.
Oh, most definitely. He's had a couple big plays called back. But like you said, very balanced offensively. So really what you like to see opening the season up. You're balanced. You had a lot of success. You didn't do anything really too flashy, but what you did well.
Timeout on the field. That's going to be taken by Fyffe before they come out for their drive here in the fourth quarter. Wesley Holstenbach having some kind of fit over here behind us. He just threw a chair at Mike Baker. I think they're going to throw hands. I
apologize to Coke
Mike.
For that.
That
won't happen again.
Mike keeps those Coke cans in his pocket. Some people carry rolls of pennies when they're walking down the street, just in case they need to throw hands. You know, that's what Van always did when he went out playing defense. He wasn't just going to light you up; he was going to knock you out. But anyway, Mike Baker over there, he'll hit you with a Coke can, a full one, not an empty one. This is not going to be a bar parlor trick. It's going to be right upside the head with 12-ouncer. Icy cold goodness upside the melon, Wesley. I would not mess with Mike Baker from Coca-Cola. He's old school. He's straight up old school. Sometimes don't you just wish you could invite people in the press box and show them what goes on? Yep. No, I'm not for that at all, by the way, Baden, just so you know. But it would be fun if they could stand back. See, if it was like this and then we were like at the zoo and you were looking at the monkeys at the zoo, which would be like watching us, the gorillas, through this big glass.
I'll plan a watch party for next week.
Plan a watch party? Yeah, if they're watching through binoculars, that'll be fine. Here we go. First down, 10 yards to go for Fyffe.
First and 10.
From their own 27-yard line. Direct snap to the quarterback. He'll get a yard.
Maplesville has 30,
Falls
29
forward.
first downs. The state record in a game is 35.
Michael G with the tackle. Ron Ingram from the state comes in. Maplesville lets us know 29 first downs. The state record is 35.
Two schools have 35 and one has 32, I believe.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron Ingram. Again, we say there's nobody better in this business at what they do than Ron. And again, comes in with a special little note there.
It's a dynamite drop in, Marty. Dynamite.
Dynamite. You know what I love so much is not many people have my same taste in cinema, but you do, and I get you. I'm just saying, I get you, man. And our wives hate it so much, but I get you. Second down and 8 yards to go from the 30s. Direct snap, the quarterback and the defenses have enough of it. I think that was G again coming through. Who was that? That's going to be Jason King, big defensive lineman, comes firing through. That'll be a loss on the play of about 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and 10 yards, maybe 11 yards. Maplesville calls a timeout on the play. Let's take it with them. You're listening to the high school football game of the week. The Alabama High School Athletic Association kickoff classic live from Montgomery. 35-6. Maplesville has this one well in hand in the fourth quarter.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Oh, we're all hopped up. What do y'all sell?
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage.
It's not the same.
Parents who host
Bring us
parties
back,
for
please.
youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical.
Third down, here's the handoff. Maplesville will stymie the running back at the line of scrimmage. In fact, push him backwards. The play fails to gain. It might be a loss of 1. It was Brody Barnett coming up to make the tackle. Brings up fourth down now and long.
Maplesville doing a great job. They've noticed that Fyffe is kind of subbed in, getting some experience for those guys, trying to build depth for the season going on, kind of understanding where we're at in the game. Maplesville, that was Coach Abbott's reason for calling the timeout, to make sure that his subs knew exactly where to line up and what to look for. And great job by Brody Barnett, who's a junior, who's kind of been waiting his time, but he puts in the work. He's a smart kid. He studies the game. I had the privilege. I taught him a little bit while he was at Jemison, but glad to see that young man come in and make a play right there.
Backup punter's on the field, drops the punt, gets it off. Low line driver. That'll be over the head of everybody. It'll bounce at the 33-yard line and check up at the 31. Fyffe covers it there. Maplesville with the football, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the ball game. And thanks to Ron Ingram, we know they're 6 first downs away from tying a record. Now, is it feasible they're going to get all 6 right here? Probably not, but that just kind of tells you the kind of game that this offense has had. They have controlled the tempo. They have controlled the line of scrimmage. They have really accomplished what they wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, they have, and what we're seeing here, we got Bailey coming in at quarterback, so Pierce Knight's over. They're pulling Nehemiah off. It looks like he might be done.
Some subs across the offensive line as well. And we will have a new running back for Maplesville. We've not seen this young man, but it was Chris Hardy that comes into the backfield. We have a timeout called on the field. by Maplesville. Had a little trouble getting the right personnel out there. And when you have as many young players out there as you do, they got to call the timeout and get the folks in the right play. You don't want to get too sloppy. PA announcer just made the announcement, don't go out on the field. That's exactly what Mike Baker was going to do. He was going to lay down on the 50-yard line and waller. Waller's a great word, by the way. Wesley, have you ever got down on the ground and wallered in your life? No?
Not recently.
Not recently. Well,
you have.
You have before, but just not recently.
Maybe.
You have the look of a habitual wallower. I'm just saying. It's a great word.
If you're not a good wallower, just throwing this out there, the Christians love it. So
I guess I got to become a good wallower then, apparently.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's some other things we could talk about, but we're not. That's for the ride home for you and Van. Most first downs by one team in the history of high school football here in the state of Alabama. 35 by Westminster Christian. It was 70-42 over Madison County in 2022. 35 by Central Florence back also in 2022 over Westminster Christian, oddly enough. Not a lot of defense there. Here's the handoff up the middle. That should be Maplesville's number 22, Hardy. Chris Hardy was in the backfield earlier. I believe that's who it was. He'll gain 5 yards on the play.
Bryce Nichols, the ball carrier.
Correct that. That was Nichols.
Gain of 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Okay, it was 16. Bryce Nichols on the carry. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down and 6 yards to go at the 30, just shy of the 37-yard line. Nichols still in the backfield. Bailey in at quarterback. Here's the snap. Handoff again. Nichols straight ahead up to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3 more.
Nichols, the ball carrier.
Brings up 3rd down and approximately, we're going to call it 3. It's a long 3.
3rd and 3.
I would love to see them try to get Bailey on the outside. I recognize they're probably not, but he is such a tremendous athlete.
Yes.
So much speed. Receiver to the right side, one to the left. H-back set to the right side of the offensive line. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Stutter step. And he'll be caught in the backfield. That's number 16, again, Bryce Nichols.
Nichols with the carry.
Brings up 4th down after the loss of 3. It's 4th down and 6 yards to go. Mike Baker's going to the house. Mike, thank you for everything. Oh, you've got to go get your inflatable Powerade bottles. I don't need to see those in your yard tomorrow, okay? No, that's not appropriate Halloween yard decoration. Mike's been wrestling on those inflatable Powerade bottles here in the north end zone all day long, and he did so yesterday as well. It's good to see them standing tall and proud in the south end zone tonight. He's got to go let the air out of them, though. The things that we find to talk about when things have gone south. Timeout by Maplesville. It's a 4th down and 6 yards to go. They'll scrimmage this one from their own 36-yard line. They're going to talk this one over for just a moment. After the game, we invite you to stay tuned. We'll come back. All of us will be on the air talking about what we've seen in this one, giving you a final stat rundown as well before we wrap it up and head to the house. It's been a long day, couple of long days with the Thorsby-Isabella game last night and this one tonight in Montgomery. Got about a 45-minute ride home. It's been a good day, though. It's been a busy day across the board. Van, how was your day? We got a minute. How was your day at school today?
It was good. We were a little busy on the front end, but it kind of smoothed its way out. We ended up having a good Friday. Everybody's ready to get home, take a little break. But overall, it was a good day, good week at Jemison Intermediate.
If our listeners did not know, Van is now the principal at Jemison Intermediate School, and doing a fantastic job. We're proud for him and proud of him. Here's a punt, good punt by Maplesville. That was going to bounce at the 30-yard line and roll. None of the 5 players are down there with it, so Maplesville's just going to let it roll. They'll finally down it at the 19-yard line. That's a nice little stat inside the 20 punts, and he gets one there.
Yep, good job. That was Eli Hubbard there. And talking with Coach Abbott this offseason, that's one of the Eli can do a lot of great things, and we've seen that. He runs great routes. He catches the ball. He's a heck of an inside linebacker on defense. But a crucial thing that he's really good at is punting, and Coach Abbott knows that can come in handy in a big game when you can flip the field like he just did, going from the 35 to inside, putting the opponent inside their red zone. So that's a big deal, and he's very excited about having Eli.
Here's a snap, handoff into the backfield. He'll fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That's Patterson for Fyffe. Clock rolling down now, under a minute to play. Play fails to gain, brings up 2nd down and 10. A lot of young players on the field for both of these squads. I think Fyffe is ready to get on the bus and head back to Northeast Alabama at this point. Lick their wounds, get it figured out, and start over next week.
Yeah, most definitely. They not for any lack of effort, just running into the buzzsaw of what we know is Maplesville Red Devils tonight. So what we know about Coach Benefield and his staff, they're going to get back to the drawing board. They're not going to change a whole bunch up. They're just going to get better at what they do. And this team, don't count this team out. They will make a run in the playoffs this year. That's for sure.
Well, you'd have to think that's their track record.
2nd and 15.
When you've done it this long, you don't just look at your team and go, well, we're bad. You go find the things you do well, and you pound those things that you do well, improving the things you don't do well. You just have to go to work every day. That's how you build success, is that you just go to work every day, good or bad. You put the work in, and good things happen.
That's exactly right, and that's what they've hung their hat on for a long time up there, and they're not going to stop doing it. So just tonight they were just outmanned by Maplesville all across the board.
I think that may do it. That's going to be the final play of the football game. We're under 10 seconds to go, and they don't see any need. They're already gathering at the 50-yard line. Is Fyffe, and Maplesville beginning to do the same as well. That will be the final play of the ball game. In the 2025 Alabama High School Athletic Association Kickoff Classic, it is the 1A Maplesville Red Devils 35, the 3A Region 8 Fyffe Red Devils 6. It was a dominating performance start to finish. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up from the booth with Van and Wesley. Thank you one and all for listening in. Stay tuned. Post-game report coming up right after these messages.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
And welcome back to Crampton Bowl, the historic venue here in the capital city of the state of Alabama. It has been indeed a great night for Maplesville. 35-6 over Fyffe. And looking at the final numbers, it's just impressive. Maplesville ran 40 more offensive plays than did Fyffe. They had 445 total yards. In fact, it's more because there's a running back that had about 15 yards on here that's not on here. It's more than that, but they had 445 total offensive yards to 104. Maplesville had 29 first downs as a team compared to only 3. And the big one that really jumps off and gets your attention, I think it tells the story better than anything. It is 32 minutes and 16 seconds of time of possession to 15 minutes and 44 time of possession. Just extremely impressive. Looking on down the list, Ryder Gibson, however, from Fyffe, if you look at the bottom, 15 tackles tonight for Fyffe. Gibson was the bright spot. He had 57 yards and 11 carries, and he also had those 15 tackles on defense. So, he, for them, is the player of the game. We're going to have to struggle trying to figure out who the player of the game for Maplesville is. When you look at their individual numbers, if y'all would look, Nehemiah McCary, 89 yards on 15 carries. Jediah Works, 13 carries, 72 yards. Pierce Jurgen, 40 yards on 8 carries. Roman Hall, 24 yards on 5 carries. They had 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. Pierce Jurgen, 16 of 24, 213 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Hubbard, 6 receptions, 54 yards and a score. Ty Bailey, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Devarian Clark, 2 receptions, 43 yards. Kobe Mitchell, 2 receptions, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Hubbard, 1 punt for 44 yards. Drayden Brown, 1 punt return for 2 yards. Hubbard had an 11-yard kick return. Jake Carley had a 6-yard kick return. On defense, again, just spread evenly across. Not a lot of opportunities tonight for tackles. But Eli Hubbard, 7 total. Cade Smith, 6. Luke Gray, 6. Vaughn Wood, 6, including a sack. So the story statistically bears out what we saw with our own eyes. Van, what are your thoughts on what we've seen here tonight?
Well, I think we saw a dominating performance. To me personally, at the line of scrimmage, and if, people that listen know that that's a big emphasis with me. And on both sides of the ball, Maplesville's offensive line and their defensive line dominated from start to finish, and that starts a lot of good things. And when you can block and you can keep guys off your linebackers, good things good things can go on, and you're able to move the football offensively. And Maplesville did that with consistency. They stuttered a couple times, and but defensively, they had that one drive, gave up 2 big plays, and they gave up 6 points. But overall, just a dominating performance. And we talk about the play of the defensive line. If you want a statistic that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, is your 3 leading tacklers are your 2 inside linebackers and your strong safety. And the reason why they were able to do that is those guys up front did their job by keeping the offensive linemen and the tight ends off of them. So just an overall great performance, great start to the season for the Maplesville Red Devils, and got a lot of good things going their way. Still got some things they need to work on, but they'll get back to that. And so look forward to seeing them in the future. But overall, just a dominating performance.
Wesley, your thoughts?
I think this game really speaks to the depth of Maplesville this year, offensively and defensively. I think they've added a lot, and some of these younger guys have grown up before our own eyes. Fyffe never really had a chance to get anything going offensively. It was just a struggle all night. Watching them, you can tell they're very disciplined. They play hard. Their character is very strong on the field, but they just were outnumbered, I think, roster-wise. Talent-wise, they were really outnumbered. They really just couldn't get anything going. So I think the difference really tonight was the depth, especially on the offensive and defensive line. I think the depth was really the difference.
And for me, and we've talked about it before, there is the development of a nasty streak that we did not see last year in a young Maplesville team, that as they've grown up, we see that hunger, we see that drive, but it's turned into, this is our field, and you're not getting anything from us. We're going to take it from you. And I think it's that attitude, plus the athleticism, plus the coaching staff, that makes this a very dangerous Maplesville team the rest of the year.
Oh, most definitely. They got some pieces. They've added some pieces. They've added some staff members. All those volunteer retired staff. He's one of the best in the game, and the relationship that him and Coach Abbott have is you can't even really put into words. And you mentioned it. You saw him at practice the other day. He comes back. He has over 200 wins as a head coach, but to see him on the practice field, he's teaching. He's coaching. He's like he's a low man on the totem pole. He does practice scripts. He cuts grass wherever it's needed, lines fields. And that's just the love of the game that Coach Brent Hubbard has. And that adding him to the staff is just remarkable pickup. But the players overall had to play between the lines, and tonight they did extremely well. The coaching staff put them in a very, very good position to be successful, and that starts from the top all the way down to the bottom. It starts with Brad Abbott, but overall just a dominating performance tonight.
So, folks, next week the Piper Peach Band will be back together. We'll travel to Jemison as the Chilton County High School Tigers come calling on the Jemison Panthers. Both of those teams come away with losses tonight, respectively, in their season openers. And then on Friday night, we will be in Maplesville as the Isabella Mustangs come calling on these Red Devils. And based on what we saw last night and what we've seen tonight, Isabella better pull up their pants and tighten up their shoes and cinch up their helmets. This is going to be a tough one. A final look at the number 1 restoration scoreboard. St. Clair County 60, Jemison 21. Verbena 34, Holy Spirit 6. Bibb County 28-7 over Chilton County High School. And Billingsley 22-0 over Greensboro. Last night's game, Thorsby comes away with a 22-8 victory. And here, Maplesville 35, Fyffe 6. Well, folks, that's going to wrap up our scoreboard. Guys, we've got one more bit of business. We told you that we're going to give away free pizza to up to 10 people. And this name has been selected at random. I'm reaching inside the mayonnaise jar that's been sitting on Wesley Holsomback's front porch for 3 days. I wish you would have got all the mayonnaise out of it, by the way. And we find this name. Everybody listen, pay attention. If you know this person, let them know. Baden's going to reach out on direct message on Facebook. Jennifer Edge Jennifer Edge. If you're listening tonight, thank you, number one. If not, somebody contact her. Baden Little will be in contact with you via direct message. You are the winner for free pizza from Papa John's up to 10 total people. And if Jennifer's who I think she is, she's going to need that for the kids. Absolutely. And congratulations, Jennifer. We appreciate you very much. We thank you for all of our sponsors, including Jones Feed and Seed and Central Self Storage. If you're looking for a place, if you just need to store your junk around the house, you want to free up some space for a little while, give them a call. If you're making a move and you need a place to store your stuff until you get moved into a new home, try them out. They're a phenomenal organization, a great business, providing 10 by 10, 10 by 15, 10 by 20 units, both outside units, unclimate controlled, and climate controlled units inside, including big facilities in both Clanton, on the Highway 31 North, as well as in Thorsby, right next to Thorsby High School. Wesley, any final thoughts before we let you go?
I would just like to talk about the game. Just my final thoughts. I thought it was a really good game. I feel like it's not very often we get to see two programs like this go at it outside of playoffs. So I would just say, hats off to both of these teams, but Maplesville was clearly the best team.
Anyone you'd like to say hello to?
Shout out to Mom and Dad if they're listening. They're probably not. They're probably asleep. And shout out to my Kristen, wherever she may be.
That's the way we're closing it every week from now on. He's looking for his Kristen, man.
He's going to find one.
He's going to find one.
He's going to find
It's going
one.
to blow his mind when her name's Kristen, too. What about you?
Just wonderful game. Two storied programs went at it tonight. Maplesville a little bit more powerful and able to put some points up on the board. Fyffe's a young team in their eyes, and they're going to get better. And they're going to continue to get better, and they're going to win some ball games. But this Maplesville team is got the pieces put in place, and they're ready to roll from the start right now. So it's going to be fun watching how they continue to get better as this season goes on. Back home, I appreciate my girls letting me come out and do this with y'all. I really enjoy it. I appreciate Baden giving me the opportunity. My boy Isaac Walker, he's probably tuned in. He's a Maplesville fan. So Isaac, I appreciate you tuning in. Other than that, just a great ball game. Look forward to next week.
First, I'd like to say Alabama High School Athletic Association, you put on a terrific event. The fan experience in the multiplex is terrific. The stadium looks fantastic. The staff was wonderful. We thank both JT and Caleb from the Athletic Association that spent time with us today. Caleb coming back at halftime tonight. We thank Mike Baker from Montgomery Coca-Cola. We thoroughly enjoyed our day, the opportunity to broadcast from the multiplex. That was such a great experience. Thank you for making that possible, the way you continue to come through and help us with so many little things. We appreciate Coke. We appreciate Body Armor. We appreciate Powerade as well. And, folks, if you got a chance, try the new Body Armor Flash IV. Find it in a convenience store near you. You will be glad you did. It's a fantastic product. My son was asleep by about 5 o'clock this afternoon. I called one more time. He had a big day at school. He was sound asleep, and I don't think my wife was far behind him. It's been a long week for both of them. So I love them. I'll be home relatively soon. But, folks, we appreciate you. You don't know how much we appreciate you. We love this opportunity. We kind of take pride in what we do, and it is an humbling thing to think that people from around the country and around the world and around the state of Alabama will dial in to listen to a ball game that three good old boys from Central Alabama brings to you. But we sure do have a good time. We enjoy time together, and we enjoy our time together with you. But for right now, for Van Clements and Wesley Holzenbach and Baden Little, our time is up, and we thank you for yours. Good night, everybody. Final score 35-6. Maplesville with a win to get the 2025 season off and running. God bless you, and God bless America.